Okay, so welcome to Vestaria Saga. So I played a little bit of this, but I unfortunately lost the data. Well, I didn't lose data, I lost the video. But I'm just making the decision outright because this game is very, very text heavy and I don't feel like doing like a billion-hour Let's Play. I am going to be skipping the story. I'm sure it's fantastic. I haven't had an opportunity to actually play the story. But it shows Kaga, it's gotta be good. So basically what this game is this was made by the original creator of Fire Emblem. And it is effectively, good words, it is effectively Fire Emblem, but kind of not Fire Emblem. It's very much in the style of like Thracia and Genealogy. More so I'd say Genealogy than Thracia, but it's very good from what I played. I played the first 4 chapters, and yeah, it's solid. This is actually the same engine I'm making my game in, but I'm gonna try and make my game look a little better than this because a lot of this is like default assets. Like these trees, for example. Like these trees look like they're made of like plastic, like Lego ass plastic, and I'm not gonna be using these trees in my game because for obvious reasons. The obvious reasons being that they're absolutely hideous, but this game is quite good from what I've played. I've only played, like I said, a very little bit, like an hour. But it is definitely, now the maps do get kind of big, but it is pretty solid overall, which is nice, because I've wanted to play a Fire Emblem game for the channel for like a good bit now. But after Nintendo struck down like all, what was it, 12 of my other Fire Emblem videos, I've kind of gotten to the point where I'm like, yeah, I'm just not gonna touch anything Nintendo for a good while. And so I was like, I'll play this instead because this is Fire Emblem without being Fire Emblem. So this chapter is pretty straightforward. There's like a couple things. There's like I think a special weapon if I go here. Also, if I kill this thief, I get like a nice little dagger. So I'm gonna move Zaid down here. So I guess I should also go over all of the units and their skills. So I don't know the growth rates per unit. I need to look those up. What I might do is I'm gonna do like a Let's Play of this, and then at some point in the future I'll do a full-on Iron Man. If this game is Iron Man compatible, I imagine it would be. So this is the main lord, this is Zaid. He's got this thing, I have no idea what this is. There's no real description for it. He's got this, which improves accuracy of allies by 10% if they're in a 3 range, like radius. So basically he's got built-in supports. Then we've got increases critical hit rate by units dex values, so +5 crit. Increases evasion when the unit's HP is less than 50%. So overall, he seems good. Oh, I just noticed this is like leadership stars, this commander. I thought it was just a generic skill, but yeah, like this game is interesting to me because it really is. It's like old Fire Emblem. And after Engage, I need some old Fire Emblem in my life because Engage was not. I don't want to say bad, I think Engage was fine, but it really showcased how many problems modern Fire Emblem has. So this is Prody. He is I assume this is like the Armor Knight, because I'm looking at his move and it's only 4. But he's got, so skill that gives adjacent allies +3 defense and res, which is pretty good. Good Neighbor, okay, that good skill name. Diligence increases, okay, so basically just Paragon. Well, shittier Paragon, because it's not fully, it's not doubled. And we got Bonacel, so this guy is absolutely insane. Because when I was playing this initially, he was like the one unit, him and Troy were like the 2 units that were just absolutely dominating everything in their path. He comes with a lance that gives him +3 defense. He's already got good defense to begin with. He's got shield, has dexterity, chance of stopping an opponent's attack, so basically a skill-based Pavise. And then has 25% chance of producing critical hit when counterattacking, so basically kind of shittier Genealogy Wrath. But, oh yeah, and I should go over Troy real fast. So he has Adept, just straight up. And Adept in this game is absolutely insane. So it is your agility stat, which is basically speed. times 3, and that becomes the percentage. So in his case, that's 27% chance of proccing Adept, and it's only gonna get better as he like levels up, which is just, again, absolutely insane. And he has Kanto. And even more insane than that, FE4/9 style Kanto, where you just run across the map after killing somebody. So yeah, Troy is insane. Probably, as far as I can tell, the best unit in the game. There might be someone better that comes along later, but from what I can tell, he's probably the best unit in the entire game, because that's just absolutely bizarre that they gave a unit Super Adept, Super Kanto, and there's also, I think, a weapon we get here that gives, like, it's like a brave weapon. So, there's a lot of good stuff. If 3 was like Shozo Kaga making something unnecessarily hard, this is Shozo Kaga making it unnecessarily easy. So let's kill this guy, we'll try and get his, I'm pretty sure this guy with the, what is it, Jewel Dagger? So, I'm pretty sure the guy I just killed was a thief. So something weird about this, this engine I should talk about real fast is that for some reason SRPG Studio gives thieves absurd amounts of XP drops, and I don't understand why. It's like a very specific thing to do with thieves, and pretty much only thieves. But yeah, so these guys are thieves, yeah. For some reason the engine gives them a ton of XP drops when you kill them. I don't know why it's a thing, it's just built into the engine, like hardwired in. I'm trying to think, there's some other stuff that's like an engine limitation, but overall, as I've been using SRPG Studio to make my game, it really is notable to me how good this engine is. Like, I know people kind of shit on it, but it is a very solid engine, especially one that doesn't require programming knowledge. Like, that is very, very absurd that this engine just runs that well. So something else to talk about is this game does actually have 1RN. So for people who aren't familiar with the concept of RN in Fire Emblem games, basically there's 1 and 2 RN. And 1RN is basically whatever numbers you see on your screen, like when it comes to hit rate or dodge rate or critical hit rate or growth rates, etc. That is the number. That is your only number. So if something says like, oh, it's a 50% chance of hitting, it's going to hit 50% of the time. Whereas in a 2RN system, I forget how it works specifically, but it re-rolls the number. So when you see a number, it's not actually the number it truly is. Like, I think in the case of hit rate, like a 50% hit rate would be more along the lines of, I think it's like 60-something percent, 50-something percent. It's like slightly higher than it shows. It's very strange. Send Zaid down here so he can go get that village. So I don't know if there's a bonus for saving the ship. I imagine there would be, because again, Shozo Kaga absolutely loves to incentivize the player to rush and complete the map as fast as possible. So let's just keep going down here, get to that village, and then I'm gonna hit this guy with a pylum. So another thing I don't know about this game, because again I didn't get super far in, is I actually do not know 100% how good the money system is. I don't know if it's like FE9 where the money system is a little... I'm taking that offer because you're not going to get it back for several chapters, but at least as far as I'm aware, I don't know, because I actually never got her back by the time that I like got any further into the game. It's hard to explain. You'll see availability in this game is interesting, but as I was saying, yeah, basically, like, I don't know how good the gold situation is. I imagine gold is, like, pretty rare. I can't imagine it's Fire Emblem 9 levels of, like, you're just drowning in money. I assume it's more like Fire Emblem 4, where money is just a very scarce resource. I'm not going to be able to save the ship in time. That's tragic. Feels bad, man. So yeah, so numbers, when they show up on screen, are a little scary now, because, as I said, like, the scariest thing is when you have a 37% hit and like a 9% critical hit, and then you kind of come to realize, oh shit, those numbers are actually legit 100%, and I could be in very real trouble very quickly. You know, and that's something like people often forget is that, yeah, you can severely, severely endanger yourself, especially in a 1RN system. Like, I very easily could have missed that 85 and gotten hit by that, like, 40-something, because that's just the way that 1RN is. And to be fair, so, I should talk about this, I actually do prefer 1RN. I don't think I've ever discussed this in Fire Emblem before, but I find 2RN is a bit too deceptive and can lead to some kind of unfair scenarios. I just find that I would rather get what I'm seeing, rather than, like, oh yeah, I just got, like, absolutely owned by a guy that probably should not have killed me, because I just got lied to by the numbers. It's something I don't particularly love. It also acts as a nice little passive nerf to terrain bonuses, because when your terrain doesn't really give as much as it could. Just gotta arrive here. So I think I should be able to get out of here in the next turn or so, long before he destroys the ship. Alright, get on here. So I assume this game has, like, Thracia escape, because I can only imagine, again, being Shozo Kaga, that he probably put in Thracia style escape, where every character has to leave before the Lord does, otherwise they get left behind. There we go. So that is that done. Only took 11 minutes. So yeah, as I said though, this game is very text heavy, like extremely text heavy. Fire Emblem 4 would be jealous of the amount of text that there is between chapters, but yeah, this is fun so far from what I've seen. It seems very enjoyable. Again, just very, like, hitting that old Fire Emblem vibe of just everything feels kind of good. Maybe not perfect, but good. So this guy down here, I can't actually recruit him, even though he seems recruitable, and the reason for that, I'll get to that in a minute once I show him, but basically, the way that this game kind of differentiates, like, units that are scary and units that are just generic mobs is that the units that are really scary have unique portraits and names. Like, let's go over this guy. This is Amundsen. So he has a droppable weapon, but he also has better stats than most of the rest of these guys. And the reason for that is, like I said, anyone who's an enemy with a portrait that isn't recruitable and has a name is going to be scary. I found this out, I forget what chapter it was, but I kind of came to realize, oh, I see. Like, it was like, oh, I get the concept now. It was a little unclear at first. I thought, oh, these guys are just, like, not recruitable for some reason. Then it occurred to me, oh, they're not recruitable because of the fact that, like, they're highlighted for a specific reason. Another thing to note with this game is there's no weapon triangle, so even though you technically can implement weapon triangle in SRPG Studio, it's so you want direct weapon triangle in SRPG Studio, it's a bit of a hassle because you need a plugin for it. But if you're just going for, I'm gonna move Troy up here, probably put him right here because, oh, I don't have a, okay, shit. Trade, I didn't realize he didn't have anything on him. There we go. Eat herb. Get high. Nailed it. Alright, so I think Prody can probably take care of Amundsen, correct? Yeet. Oh, I skipped the battle by accident. Whoops. Okay, let's swap over this because I don't want to waste our personal weapon too early. I know apparently this game gets absurdly hard in the later chapters. Okay, just skip over the enemy phase. Righty, go into this. Try and kill this guy. I love missing an 80. Whatever. Oh shit, I'm out of weapon. You. Give me the short sword. Okay, let's go over here. Phalanx Lance, this guy, he should die. Of course he dodges. Keep throwing my pile at Amundsen over here until I eventually get him. But yeah, I was like, I was really, really wanting to like play a Fire Emblem game, and I was like, I don't trust Nintendo right now. Nintendo's been real scummy towards its player base in recent memories, and I was like, I don't want to really deal with that, so, you know, I'll just play this instead, because I had heard from a friend like, this is really good, and it's, you know, again, Shozo Kaga made it, so you know it's gonna be quality. And I was like, I want to play it. It's been on the list. Like, that's the thing. It's not like, oh, I just heard about it. Like, no, it's been on the list for a very long time of games that I need to play. But I'd been kind of putting it off because I'm like, I don't know if I want to, you know, invest time in like something I haven't played before, especially for the channel. But then it kind of occurred to me that I was like, oh yeah, I've really got nothing else to play right now because my Elgato either broke down, or there's an HDMI problem, or my PC is dying and for some reason just can't play Elgato based stuff anymore. I don't know, but I tried to record Stardew, so I should go into the specifics of what happened to kind of describe it. But I tried to record Stardew. The footage basically devolved into the game just kind of like crashing over and over, and like it looked like it was crashing. It's hard to describe, but basically like the entire thing would lock up on me, and then frames would skip. The like I don't know how to describe the footage. It basically was like that Google meme where like you stretch the person's face out forever and ever until they form like a neck snake. Yeah, it was weird and awful and just the worst. Oh, that's good level. And it was just awful. It was like unwatchable footage. It was really, really bad. Okay. Kill this guy. Oh god. So, I need to talk about this. So, you might notice the animations are a little clunky. And the reasoning for that, why the animations are so kind of questionable, is because SRPG Studios' default assets, which this game seems to use, have some real issues with... Oh god. Oh shit, Troy might die. No, they have real issues with stuttering. Like, I don't know what the problem with the actual... I don't know why it does this. I imagine it's something to do with just a lack of frames, but... Oh, thank god I didn't get killed. Okay, Jesus, that was really scary for a minute. But basically, SRPG's default assets don't quite look right. There's something off about them, and I think it's just due to a lack of frames because the characters move quite a distance on their when they're in battle. So I wonder, like, you'll notice how choppy the movement is, but it's a weird thing. And the way I've gone around it so far from like working on my game is just I just have the everything is double, so even though the animations are a little slower, it's better for them to be slow than to look weird. So she has, I should talk about the staff. So the staff lets units heal every turn. It doesn't offer immediate healing, but what it does do is it gives her 50 XP per use, and it has just enough uses to get her to level 20, which is something I didn't realize on the first time I was playing this, but yeah, that's a nice little thing. Send both of them up there. And that village is wrecked. So I don't know if I can get to that village in time, but I haven't on either playthrough now. Hope there was nothing too good there. Oh my god, man, you gotta leave Troy alone. Oh shit, please don't kill him. Please don't. Oh, thank god. Troy's our boy. Oh no, he's out of healing stuff. I'm getting him out of there. I think the two knights can do this just fine. I think they'll be Gucci on their own. Yeah, but Boncel's really good. Troy's really good, even though he doesn't seem like it, because he's been kind of getting slapped around like a bitch for the entire chapter, but it's only because compared to the other units, think about how many times, like, enemies were just thrown at him. Let's use the staff on Zaid. There we go. So I gotta go up here. And this guy has another sack of coin. So basically these are just bullions from Fire Emblem. They're nothing like too crazy. Okay, So we're almost done the chapter, I think. We're just kind of heading to where the boss is now. So another thing I've been doing to kind of avoid the catastrophe that is archers in my game is I'm giving each bow minimum of 3 range. I thought about this and I was like, I don't really know how else to fix archers, because they're such an inherently flawed class in Fire Emblem games and like SRPG games in general. Like, it's a shame because I think there's always been potential with archers in Fire Emblem. I think the only time they've ever been good, honestly, is like Gaiden and Valencia, but for the most part, like, archers have always been bad just because they have no enemy phase, and like 2 range is really not enough considering their drawbacks. Like, I just kind of wish they would make them a little bit better than that, but it sucks a little bit. It's definitely, it could be better. I think that like archers are always an issue in Fire Emblem. They always have been. There's never been, like I said, other than Valencia and Gaiden, I don't think there's ever been a game in the entirety of Fire Emblem where like they've been good. There's really never been a time. I mean, I guess the closest thing you could get is like maybe Nami in Sacred Stones having some nice niche uses, but even that is like, she could be way better than she is. She's still like not a good unit. Like, the only reason I single out Nami is because I do think like she has some niche uses, but other than that, she's not good. And Ranger exists in Sacred Stones, which kind of helps, but even then, still, it's a problem. My guy, you gotta stop missing. Alright, so send him up here, throw this. So the hurl bat's basically just a throwing axe. Maybe I don't have the serrated blade yet. Oh, I don't have the serrated blade, that's right. Forget where I get it. It's somewhere soonish. So does he get killed by... So you have an attack of 10, you have a defense of 3, so I take 7 from you, and... I take 9 from you. Okay, I can take this. I can tank it, I'm pretty sure. Okay, well, I don't... What skill was that? Axe defend. Grants unit... strength % chance of nullifying an attack. Okay. Yeah, I was kind of like, oh, I can, wait. I can put Cavaliers on peaks in this game? Well, that's kind of busted. Accuracy of 15. Now, granted, this is 1RN 15, so chances are I can still get hit, but... Jesus, I know Cavs could go on, because in every Fire Emblem game, Cavs cannot do that. Cavs can never, ever, ever touch mountains and peaks. That's just a rule. Again, love 1RN. I managed to hit him at a 33% chance of actually hitting. It's fantastic. Okay, yeah, hit him with Zaid. Something I wish this game actually had is a unique lore dialogue with all the enemies. Because something I actually really, really liked in Path of Radiance, one of the reasons I love that game so much, is that I can talk with every single enemy in the game, like every single boss, and has unique dialogue, which is really, really nice. It's like a small world building thing, but it really does add up. Like, every little bit just kind of helps, which is, it's something I always appreciate in like these types of games. I just want the lore to have some unique stuff to them, because otherwise it's just like, well, it's just another Swordlock unit. So being Swordlock in this game I don't think would actually be that bad now that I think about it, because there's no weapon triangle, right? Wait, whoa, why? Whoa. 35 attack, excuse me? What? Crooked axe. Powerful but unlikely hits target. Well, hit the target for sure. For sure. I'm getting Troy out of there. Fuck that noise. I don't know about this other guy. He might be fucked, but I'm trying to save Troy. Holy shit, you see that? He just killed him instantly. That was fucked up. Oh, that was absolutely fucked up. That was not okay. I am not happy with this. 1 minute he was standing there and then he was dead. So I guess I should talk about, now that we've had a unit def, what kind of playthrough this is. I'm only resetting if Zaid dies. This is like a soft Iron Man. This is just like a normal playthrough, really. But yeah, I was like, no, I don't want to do an Iron Man on my first run through. I think I'll do an Iron Man later at some point. Does that have... Wait, does that axe have 3 range? Why is that? Oh my god, please stop, man. Leave me alone. Holy shit. Oh no. Oh, this guy. This fucking guy. I mean, I can't move him away. The best thing I can do is try and keep attacking him on it, like, enemy phase. I don't know. This is not good. I need to end this chapter as fast as possible. Yeet! Okay, got the hit. Oh boy, Pro's looking kind of wounded. So yeah, I can kill him. Zeta's like really good. Like actually, again though, I don't know if this is like Sheeta syndrome from Fire Emblem, where like it's actually the weapon that's good and not Zade, but seems good. Okay, you just have to survive 1 turn, man. Ash, you gotta live. You gotta make it. Just 1 turn. Okay, wow, he didn't attack. Nice. Let's just try and yeet this at him. Yeah. Missed. Alright, well, right, I think I should probably buy some stuff. Okay, so sell. Right, I don't have, So if I want to risk Ash's life, I could actually get the rapier and the bows, but I think I should just end the chapter, dodge him getting killed. I'm gonna hit up these houses though, because I think they have like some money in them. There we go. Okay, so seize. There we go. Chapter complete. So I think we'll call it a video, and next time we will do chapter 2.